Hey everybody, Chris here from CR Gaming. So I wanted to make this next video on how to open and clean your Super Nintendo games. And a lot of folks really don't know how to do this. I just feel that if you just start kind of messing with it and taking, practicing and just trying it out, you can eventually get it and make your games work. I've been very successful with my process I'm going to show you here on how to clean these, right? So first off, for the front of the game and the back of the game, okay, it's okay to get yourself a magic eraser and just clean anywhere on here, right? With that, and then just wipe it off real good afterwards, right? So what I do is I just get a magic eraser, and if there's like marker or any type of, like, people like to write their names on here and stuff, sticker residue, any marker or anything like that, usually the back sticker and the front sticker are not affected. If you just, if you don't submerge it in water overnight, you'll be fine. Just run a magic eraser over it a couple times, you can get rid of a lot of the stuff in there. Also, for the outside, I like to take a Q-tip, and after I'm done with the magic eraser, a lot of times there's residue that'll get stuck from the magic eraser, or you'll have like like soapy suds and stuff inside of these crevices. So just get yourself one of these, and just, you can rub it down like that. But make sure that you only clean this like really, really good. Like if you're gonna use a magic eraser, I would take out the board first and then clean it. I'm gonna show you how to do that. But anyways, I just wanted to do this first because I haven't opened it yet. Next, now I got one of these. I don't even know what it is. Maybe like a knitting thing, but if you want to clean these crevices, these little tiny crevices right here, just get you one of these, and then you can put like a cloth inside there and just wipe it like this, and it'll get all of it out. This one game in particular had a lot on it when I was cleaning it, so I was able to get all that out of there. Okay, so as far as the cosmetic part of it, trying to get it nice and pretty like it looked when it was new, get yourself, like I said, a Q-tip and some alcohol. A lot of times this one here is 70%. You want to have a least amount of water in it possible. Okay, so the higher the percentage of alcohol versus water is better for this. All right, anyways, all you need to do is just take your bottle here, get yourself just a little bit on there like that, and then on any residue, you can just take and wipe it back and forth. Sometimes it'll take a while to get it, but I'm talking about like really cleaning your game good to make it look nice. So next we're gonna open it. The best thing to do is get yourself a couple of these, right? Now, I think this one right here is for NES and Super Nintendo, and I can't remember what that one's for. I think it's maybe Sega Genesis. I'm not really sure, but when I ordered these, I got both of them. So anyways, you can open up your consoles and you can open up your games for retro stuff with these two, and they're made in China. They're like $5. Just easy to get. Don't require a lot of money to get that. So this is the one we're gonna use, and you gotta open it. These little high lock screws. I think they're called like five-point security bits or something like that. See it there? So, and then there, because it's got that thing in it there. So anyways, it's like so. Now you don't want to, when you put these back together, you don't want to crank them down like super hard, but you can. The Nintendo's games and the Super Nintendo games are usually pretty sturdy as far as just getting it down to a torque. But if you crank it down, you will crack the case. So don't crank down on it. You might even break the stud. So, but you can feel it when it'll go until it is snug. It might feel like it's like really tight, but it'll go until it's snug, and it won't go no more because you've maxed it out, right? So here's what these little security bits look like. You can get these. They cost on eBay. You can get them shipped to you. They're like, I don't know, $10 for a bunch of them. So if your game doesn't come with them, like say sometimes you go to like a used game store or a flea market or something, you might find one of these that don't have the security bit screws in them, and you want to get one. So here you go. Anyways, you got these little tabs on the top. Now these just lay in there, so it should be pretty easy just to kind of open it and pull it right out like that. Okay, so when you got the board here, so here's the board. Okay, two sides to the board. Now I'm still trying to get used to how to recognize all these chips, but one of these two big ones is the game itself, like the ROM. And you might actually see a battery sometimes with some of these where they've got backup saves, or saves inside the cart. So I'm still learning how to change those out and stuff. Really got to get me a desoldering gun. I don't have one of those. Anyways, so whenever you get this board out, just this is when you can do your magic eraser if you have this completely apart. But just you can clean this inside too. A lot of times there's you know, eggs, insects, who knows, man. Just I've seen people find money in there before. So yeah, maybe you might buy a game and get lucky and find $100 in there. Anyways, just take that magic eraser, go in there, and then once you're done with it, take a cotton swab here and just go to all the crevices to make sure you're getting out all of the suds from the magic eraser. And you're also running alcohol through all of this to clean up all the gunk and stuff that's been in there over the years. So just do both sides of those and then set it off to the side once you're finished. What I like to do with the screws, so I can keep my work area clean and neat, is I like to put them inside of one of the cases, one half of the case, so you won't lose it. So those things can just take off on you, so just be careful with that. Next is actually cleaning the cart now, or the board actually. So I've already cleaned this one, so I don't have one that's dirty to show you what it looks like dirty, but a lot of times you get a lot of buildup and grime on these pins, and you'll see it'll be like black, brown, something like that. But the best way I found to fix that is to get yourself one of these little kits. You can get them on Amazon for like $5. But they're called a 1-up card. John Riggs uses these all the time, and he's another YouTuber. Go check out his channel. That guy's really cool. He's got a lot of cool stuff to show you. But this is got two sides to it, right? So you got the dry side here. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but and then the fluid side there. So just get this nice and wet here on the fluid side, and then what you want to do is just, you know, press on this ever so slightly, you know, give it a nice push. Now you want to get down in there deep, especially if it's really dirty, and then flip it over, do the same on the other side. Now once you're finished, take the dry side, run it over a couple times here to get it nice and dry, and then once you're finished, if it looks like this, it should work. Okay, if it's still got a bunch of crap on it and it doesn't work, then you might need to use Brasso. Okay, now some people use metal polish, some people use Brasso, but I like Brasso. That's how I learned to do it. So you don't need much. You know, you could get, like, I'm just going to show you on the Q-tip here. So you just get actually not here, I'll just show you. Just put it on your finger just a little bit. You don't need much at all. Maybe so about like that. That's all you need. All right. Now, you can push on this board. It's pretty sturdy. It ain't going to break unless you, like, really smash on it. But what you want to do is just take this Brasso and just put it on here ever so slightly, like so. And then just push on these pins, like, and clean them really good, all right? And then once you got it clean, like you'll see it. It'll look like it's it'll look dirty. When it's dirty, it'll actually start getting all black and stuff. So you can tell that it's working. But once you finish with this, right, just wipe off the excess. That's why you don't need a whole lot, because it goes a long way, and you can make that whole bottle of Brasso. Like, I think I bought this like a year ago, and I'm not even halfway through it. So yeah, it'll last you a long time. So you don't need a whole lot, but once you finish that, get yourself a microfiber cloth and just clean off the excess, right? And then take your 1-up card with your fluid on it, run it over one more time, and then dry it real good. Now, at this point, if it doesn't work, it's probably not going to work. I mean, I've never had a game not work after I've cleaned it real good. It always works. Sometimes it'll come up and look kind of like 8-bit trashy, and you just have to blow on it or clean it again, and it'll usually work. So it's very, like, the Super Nintendo carts and the NES carts usually work. It's like, I think I had one that I've never got. Like, no, I had 2 Super Nintendos that I couldn't get to work because it looked like somebody drove over it with a car. And I think it was just like the pins and stuff were so bad. It was Super Mario World. And then I had an NES cart, Nightmare on Elm Street. Unfortunately, that sucked because that cart is worth like $100. But I couldn't get it to. It kept giving me the blocked out pixels and stuff on the title screen. So, and I just could not get it to work. So that if you can't get it to work after you've cleaned it like this, chances are the board is just bad or the ROM is bad, and you're gonna have to get you another board, which is possible. You just take the same. Like some of these these boards here, like I said, go check out John Rigg's channel. He knows more about this than I do. But these boards, they have certain numbers that match for what chip goes in it, right? So as long as you get this same kind of board, and you desolder the ROM, and then put it in the other board that doesn't work, it probably will work. But like, I'm not good at that yet. I'm still working on it. So anyways, as you can see, you just put it back together. Now this is the back of the cart, right? The chips always go towards the back of the cart. Okay, so when you're putting this back together, it should look like this. Okay, there's the chips, and you put it just in the back like that. All right. Then make sure it's good and dry. Don't put it in there if it has any moisture on it at all. Okay. And then just go ahead and put your screws back in, like so. Oh, got the wrong one. Alright. Like I said, if you screwing this in, like you can see that's done. Like, I don't need to go any tighter than that. Right? And then that one's done. So but once you get it together, and you can, even on the Nintendo games, once you get it together, if there's a gap here and it wiggles, like if you can see through this and this is loose, then that means these aren't tight enough. So, and if you're like, oh, but they're tight enough, I don't want to crack the case, well, that means it's not bottomed out yet. So you can still get a little bit more on there, but don't go past bottomed out, otherwise you will crack it. So, okay, now that we got our game back together, next thing to do is to test it, right? We need to make sure it works. So I'm going to turn you guys around here over to there. And we're going to check to see that it works. I got a little sound bar that I picked up at Amazon, like $20. And it's cool because you can plug it into the headphone jack in the back of this TV and make it work. So alrighty, I think it's gonna work. I hope it does. Let's see. Oh, one good blow for luck. There we go. All right. Now, does it work? Ta-da! It works. Yay! We got the Capcom logo. Great. All right. Well, y'all, that's how you clean Super Nintendo game. Take it apart. I hope this helps y'all out there. You know, if you need any other videos made, just leave me a comment in the comment section. And hit that like button and subscribe, okay? You guys take care. Until the next video. Peace.